Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial brought to you by Programium. Guys, as you know that in our previous video we talked about loops that include for loops, while loops and do while loops. And in this video I have decided to implement some logics using loops to solve our real world problems. So without any further delay, let's get started. So guys, now you can see that I have opened my IntelliJ IDE, and this is the code that we were working on in our previous video. So let's create a new Java file. So let us quickly put our main method here. So now what we are doing, let us put a comment here and see what program we are going to make in this video. So guys, what we are going to do right now, we will ask the user to enter a number, and after the user had entered that number, and we will simply show the user sum of numbers up to that number entered by the user. So I am writing here sum up program. So for this, first let us shout the user, please enter a number, and after that we will create a scanner object here. Input is equals to new scanner system dot in. So let us create an integer variable here, and I am calling that as number. Input dot next int. So now we have taken input from the user. Guys, we will again make a variable here by the name of sum, and we will initialize it with the number 0 here. So now we will put a for loop here. Now we will again initialize a variable by the name of iterator is equals to 0, and then iterator would go up to the number entered by the user, and every time we will increment this iterator. So what should we have to do right now? So I am first completing this program, and after that I will run this and show you the output of this program, and after that I will explain all the logic of this program here. So what I'm going to do here, I would be writing here sum plus is equals to iterator, and after that I will just shout the sum here. Sum is sum. Let me run it, and program is asking us please enter a number, and I am entering here 4, and the sum is 10. So why is this 10 coming up here? Let us see in detail in this for loop here. So I am putting some comments here, and we will be seeing what is happening right now. So guys, here is the sum is equals to 0. So and iterator is also 0 here, and iterator should have to go until the number is equals to iterator. until the iterator is equals to number here. So if you have seen our previous video, then I have explained all the logics here, that how a for loop works. But if you don't have seen that, then the link is in the description below. Watch it, and after that again watch this video to clear all your concepts. So here iterator is 0, and as 0 is smaller than the number that we have entered here, that was 4. So 0 is actually smaller than 4, so it is true. It enters into this area or this code block, and after entering into this area, it just performs this action here. And what is this action? This action is simply 0 plus 4, and 0 plus 0, because iterator is 0 here. So what should be the result? Its result would be 0. So after that, it increments this iterator and its value becomes here. Let me write here iterator. So first was the 0, and after that it had incremented its value by 1. So after performing this operation here, its value is incremented by 1, so iterator is equals to 1 here. So again 1 is smaller than number 4 here. Again it enters the loop here and performs this operation. So now the compiler have to perform this operation, and what is the value of the sum here? 0. And what is the iterator here? 0, 1. So what should be the result? That result would be 1. So what happened here? After that, the iterator again increments its value, and it becomes 2 now, and 2 is smaller than 4, it becomes true, and this condition have to again compiled by the program. So our sum in the previous run was 1, and now the iterator is 2. So 1 plus 2 is equals to 3 right now. So again the iterator is here 2, and again this operation is performed in this operator, and 2 plus is equals to 3. 3 is smaller than 4. Again this condition is run here. So what was the previous sum? Previous sum was 3, and the iterator here is again 3, so its result would be 6. So after performing this operation, again this increment operator is repeated, and now the value is 4. And because 4 is equals to 4, then again this code block have to run again. So our previous sum was 6 here, and after that our iterator is 4, the result is 10 here. So guys, now we got our 10 result here, and this was the all logic behind how this program is working. So I am again running this program, but this time I am entering some larger number, 100, and the result is 5050, 5050. So this is a very awesome application here, and we can use this program in our everyday applications. So guys, now what we are going to do here, we are going to create our program that will just ask the user that how many numbers the user is going to enter, and after that we will take the numbers from the user, and after that we will show the user sum of the total numbers and also average of those numbers. So for that we are shouting the user how many numbers you want to enter, and we will just declare some like variables here by the name of total numbers, and one is the sum here, one is the average here. After that what we are going to do, we will use our iterator here. Okay guys, now we will create a scanner object by the name of input, is equals to new scanner system.in. What we are going to do, we will say total number is equals to input.nextInt. So now we got total numbers here. So what we are going to do, we will use our for loop. And what the for loop have to do, first we are going to initialize the iterator here, and iterator would have to run until it becomes equal to total numbers, and after that iterator plus plus. Now we have created our for loop here. What we want to do here, we will just out the user enter number, and after that I am using here this iterator plus 1, and I will be telling you why I am using this iterator plus 1 here, and after that I am using here this. So again I am making a variable here by the name of number. We are storing the value entered by the user in this variable number. So guys, now let me repeat it. What have I done? I have declared some variables here, total numbers, to see how many numbers the user wants to enter, and after that we just initialize our iterator from value 0, and our for loop will run until that iterator becomes equals to the total numbers. So the loop will if we enter here 5, then the loop will run 6 times from 0 to 5. So every time this loop runs, the compiler prompts the user to enter the number, and that number will be used for the calculation of the sum or the average of the numbers. So what we are going to do here, we will just use this sum here is equals to number. So guys, now we got an error here. After hovering over here, compiler is telling us variable sum might not have been initialized, and yes, the compiler is correct, because we forgot to use this equal sign here, equal 0 sign here. So we have initialized this sum here, and now we have used it here. Sum is equals to sum plus that number. After that, what we are going to do, we will say total sum is sum, and again sout average is average. But how to calculate this average from these conditions? So if you know the formula for average, so I have not used comments here. Let me write here some comments that will tell you that this program is average up to program. And after that, what we are going to do here, write the average is equals to, I am using here some brackets, sum of numbers divided by total numbers. So guys, what does this formula means here? That simply means that if we enter like 1 to 32 here, sorry, 1 to 43 and 55 here, and calculates their sum, then how many numbers are here? 1, 2, 3 and this 4. So the total numbers would be 4 here. And now you will have got an idea that where these numbers would have come from, because we have calculated the sum of the number here. So these total numbers means the how many numbers you want. So we will simply here average. So we will write here average is equals to sum divided by total numbers. And there is an error here, might not have been initialized. So let me initialize it again here, 0. So let us run this program and see our results. I am going to use here number 4. Number 1 would be 0, 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one. Total sum is 10 and the average is 2. So I hope so my program is running fine, and yes, it is running fine. But to show you how does this average or sum had been compiled by the or calculated by the compiler here, we will just use some comments here. I am using a multi-line comment to explain all these stuffs. So what was our first condition we have? So first we want to tell the user that how many tell the compiler that how many numbers we have to use. We write here 5. So the total numbers were 5. After that, what were the numbers here? We entered 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and yes, the 5 numbers here, and their sum was 10. So average, as I talked before, is equals to sum divided by total numbers. And what was the sum here? Our sum was 10 and total numbers were 5. So what is the result of 10 by 5 is equals to 2. So that's the reason we got 10 as the sum and 2 as their average. So again, let me run it, but this time I am using here 6 numbers, and number 1 would be 32, 23, 43, 34, 54, 45, and the other one is I am using here 19, and the total sum is 250 and average is 41. By the way, this is running 7th time. So guys, now I am again entering here 4 numbers, and this time I'm using here 2 plus 4 and then 5 and then 6 and then 2 here, and the total sum is 19 and average is 4. Now let us see in this comment here. So what have we entered first? We have entered how many numbers? Number are total 4. Total numbers are 4. And what were the numbers? First was 2 plus 4 plus 5. 2, 4, 5, 6 and 2. And after that 6 plus 2 here. And the result would be 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 5, 11, and 11 plus 6, 17, plus 2 is equals to 19. Sum is perfect, but here I am seeing some error, and that error is a logical error, not any syntax error. So what is the error here? We have entered here 4 numbers, but this loop is running 5 times here. And what if we divide this 19 divided by 4? That should be 16, 4. So guys, what I am going to do here, we got some logical errors in our statement that the total numbers would have to be 4 here, but we are giving compiler 5 numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this 5 here. Also our result is true here, that every calculator should have to shown, but there could be some points that this program would show some faulty results. So to solve this problem, what we have to do, we have to remove this sign from here, and again if we run it, then you will see how many numbers you want to enter. If I am saying here 4, then it would again enter, then it would prompt us to exactly enter 4 numbers, and this is the accurate program that shows some average and some of the program here. So now we have again covered another application of this for loop here. You can also do these tasks by using some while loops, and I am giving you an assignment that you have to do this same operation by using a while loop here, and you have to use this operation by using do while loop here. So guys, this was the practical section that we covered some programs here in detail. So I hope so that all of these stuffs would become clearer to you, and all of your doubts related to these loops would become clear. So guys, I will be sharing this source code with you, and we will be coming with a brand new video that would be focusing on teaching some amazing stuffs to you. So until our next video, don't forget to like our videos, subscribe our channel, and share with your friends. Goodbye.